Y'all, for some reason, the word of the week has been none other than courage. My goodness, what is going on? Do you ever have like a moment where it's like, you know, that God is like, hey, I'm talking to you. And if you had any doubt, any inkling that it wasn't you, he's like, hey, you, this is your word right now. I've had, for example, there was a past season where the word, it was like a year that this word was following me around. Keep going. Keep going was my word for like 6 months, like, yeah, like a 6 month period or up to a year or something. I had a hoodie that said keep going on it. When I would be driving into work, there's a pole that says keep going on it, and I would see that every morning going into work. If I go into the store and I'm like, let me buy a notebook, let me buy a sticker pad, there's a sticker pad that says keep going. Like, it was just, when I tell you it's everywhere, you know, I just had a thought, like, you know, like those in the Christian movies, they'll do like the thing where they're like, the person will like encounter somebody on the street that's like holding a Bible verse or saying something to them. Like, it literally feels like that's my life. It's like a very specific example. But it feels like, oh no, that's the thing that you need to be paying attention to right now. It's coming up in conversations. It's coming up in both of my devotionals. I'm reading about courage in the Bible. I'm reading through the Psalms right now, um, like just one a day, and it's so funny because like it's been like, God help me, help me, they coming for me, God. Every book of the Psalms, I'm 31 days in. God help me, they're coming for me. But also, it's kind of like there's also like an undertone of like, help me walk along the path that you set out for me. Help me walk along the path that you set out for me. I don't know what I'm doing for real. I'm just doing what you told me to do. Just give me the courage to see this through, to persevere, to keep going, to keep trying, to keep pushing, to keep elevating, to keep experimenting, to keep exploring, to keep serving, to keep giving, to keep expanding. And so I pulled up the definition for courage. Um, and I just Googled it. So we're just going to read the Google stuff. Okay. Courage is the mental or moral strength to venture, to persevere. There it is. Withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. But like, why do I have to though? That's the thing. To withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. Crazy. Acting right despite fear. Like feeling the fear, but doing it anyways. It's scary. I'm gonna push through. It's scary. I'm gonna do that thing. I don't know how, like, what's on the other side of me, but I'm gonna take the leap. Do you see courage? And I'm gonna read how it came up in my devotional yesterday. I'm reading a book about big leap, take the leap. That's gonna push me, right? It's coming up in my devotionals. It's coming up everywhere. Okay, let's keep going. There's physical courage, um, acting despite fear of physical pain, hardship, or death. Wow. Acting despite physical pain, hardship, or death. That's crazy. I don't know that I've ever been in a situation that required me to have physical courage. Oh, I can think of one or two, but nothing crazy. Moral courage, the ability to act right in the face of popular opposition, shame, or scandal. Gotta stand on business. That's me. That's me. Moral courage. Emotional courage, opening oneself to the full spectrum of emotions, including vulnerability. I would say I'm emotionally courageous. Now, I don't know if it's from a place of overcompensating and like being groomed to be an open book, or if it's like I genuinely like to be open. And I think that's something that I'm processing through right now. I'm like, am I doing the things that I'm doing because somebody told me to do them? I was told to do them, and I was groomed to do them from birth. And so I'm just like continuing the cycle and the pattern. Or like, do I actually want to do this? The other day I asked myself a question. I was like, am I being a good person because I was groomed to be a good person? Or am I like actually good? I need to bring that to therapy. That's gonna be the next conversation, because it's like I'm in a season of doing a lot of unlearning um, and relearning. Like I unlearned, for example, what I was told about. Well, that's courage. What I was told about. Oh, spiritual courage. We didn't get into it. Yes. Period. I was ahead of myself. I was ahead of myself. I'm gonna save that for when we get there. Intellectual courage, challenging one's own beliefs, and being open to learning and relearning. Oh, intellectual courage. Yeah, like I think so. I'm always like, teach me something, show me something. I don't know. Show me what I don't know. I don't know everything in this world, please. Um, Social courage, risking social embarrassment or exclusion to do what is right. Social courage, I think so. I struggled with that for a while, but I think so. Especially the social courage to walk away when my battery is low. This was wonderful. Thank y'all for having me. Goodbye and good night. Spiritual courage, finding meaning and strength through faith or a personal belief system. Whatever your personal belief system is, hold on to that. For me, it's Jesus. And yeah, I think that I had a season where I was low. I was low. And it's like when you're navigating your tough seasons that you, I don't know, that's when I drew closer. I can't speak to for everybody else's story, but that's when I drew closer to God. And so it got to a point where I was no longer questioning, like, am I doing this because a lot of times it's like we do things because our parents told us to. You know what I mean? I think that's when you take like that courageous leap from like, this is what somebody told me to do versus this is what I'm gonna do. You told me to do this, I'm gonna assess it and I'm gonna make the best decision for myself, you know? And so when I was navigating my low season, I like drew closer to God, and then like it kind of reinvigorated my relationship with Him, and I was like, oh shoot, okay, I really like you. I like you for real. Let's hang out. You know. Oh my gosh, the etymology of the word courage. The word comes from the Middle English courage via Old French courage, rooted in the Latin word cor, which means heart. Historically, it signifies the heart as the source of feelings, spirit, and confidence. Oh, that's so good. It comes from the heart. And that's so good because like sometimes you like you're feeling the fear. Like you're just like, I couldn't, but you know in your heart of hearts that you want to do the thing, do the thing. You want to know, you want to go after the thing, so go after the thing. That's so good. I'm just gonna keep reading through this. How to develop courage according to Google. Courage is not necessarily a fearless state, but rather acting despite fear. Now that I know the root of it is heart. The root of it is heart. That's so good. Develop clarity of purpose. Know why you're taking the risk. Why are you doing the thing? Why are you doing the crazy thing? Okay. Build relevant skill sets. What do you need? Vulnerability. You need setting clear values, trusting, learning, rising skills and things. Practice small acts every single day. Small acts every single day. Small acts of courage. Yes. Whether it's like the speaking up in a meeting, which I've shared about on here before. Like that's something that I, went through in leadership coaching. I wasn't very comfortable speaking up in meetings. And so the first thing was like, speak up once in every meeting, say one thing, ask one question, make one comment, even if it's just thank you, goodbye, like something. And that's something I still struggle with, but I'm working towards it. Every single day, every meeting, I speak up once. It was so funny. Yesterday, I attended a lunchtime thing for like people, for curators, basically. It was like a lunchtime hangout, get to know each other. And I had completely forgot about it. It was on my calendar. And I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I'm not gonna go because What if they're like, what if they're like working in big museums, and here I am, and I'm like, hi, I'm Lynn. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go. And I'm like, girl, and like I really started freaking out about it. I was like, girl, it's a lunchtime hangout, get to know each other, relax. And I get on the call, and it was a good time. It was a kiki. So I'm listening to people talk. I'm listening to people talk. And again, because it's something that I worked on in leadership training, I'm looking at the clock. I'm looking at the clock. 12. Okay. 12:15. Okay. 12:20. 12:30. 12:40-ish. I'm like, I can't not let it get to the end of this. And I have to speak up. Two things that I always do in every meeting that I find myself in. I turn my camera on, non-negotiable, and I speak up once, say one thing, and comment once, three things. Turn on your camera, say something, leave a comment, you know? Uh, and I'm watching the clock, I'm watching the clock. I'm like, God, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then I just like, okay, I raise my little hand on Zoom. And then I'm like, hi, I'm Lynn, and blah blah blah, and this is what I'm working on. I'm working on a community curated project. And they're like, oh shoot, we have plenty of resources to help you. Da-da-da-da-da. That's the thing right now. Da-da-da. But yeah, that's the bargain that I made with my leadership coach, or you know what I mean. But like, speak up once, say something. In a room full of 40 people, do not drown yourself out into the back and just be like, I was on the call and I got off. Somebody saw your face. I was the only black woman on that call. They're all the art world is white and older. I can say that. Let me actually specify. The art space within Massachusetts, within New England, this was actually like a New England curators call. So this is from Vermont or Maine down to wherever New England ends. I was the only black woman on that call. I was probably the only young person on that call. There was a young man. But he works in archives or something like that. Yeah, I was the only black woman, and I was, yeah, yeah. So it took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage for me to walk myself through that. Okay. So I wanted to read y'all my devotional as well, because I wanted to end on that note. Larry Osborne offers this observation. The most striking thing about highly effective leaders is how little they have in common. That's hilarious. Everybody does their own thing. What one swears by, another one warns against. But one trait stands out: the willingness to risk. Fear limits a leader. Roman historian Tacitus wrote, the desire for safety stands against every great and noble enterprise. Trying to keep it safe, trying to do what's safe, trying to do what's secure. But courage has the opposite effect. It opens doors. And that's one of its most wonderful benefits. Perhaps that's why British theologian John Henry Newman said, fear not that your life will come to an end, but that it will never have a beginning. Oh, that's so good. Fear not that your life will come to an end, but that it will never have a beginning. I cannot live my life and just like, absolutely not. To never get my life started, my life to never have a beginning. My goodness. Courage not only gives you a good beginning, but also provides a better future. What's ironic is that those who don't have the courage to take risks and those who do experience the same amount of fear in life. Hello? The only difference is that those who don't take chances worry about trivial things. If you're going to have to overcome your fears and doubts anyways, you might as well make it count. You feel me? That's John Maxwell speaking, by the way. This is the John Maxwell Daily Devotional. Eleanor Roosevelt acknowledged, you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You gain strength, courage, and confidence. Every time you stop to look fear in the face, you're like, what is good? Like, what's actually good? And the best and the most rewarding part is like when you do the thing that's scary. And then you get to the other side of it and you're like, oh, it's just like sometimes it's like it literally is a mental blockade, you know? There are those who take the courage, who have the courage to take risks, and those who don't. And I'm telling you, like, I can't explain this. It's like on the other side is nothing. There's nothing on the other side of fear. My God, on today. I think that's the revelation. Like, there's nothing on the other side of fear. Like, the thing that you're so afraid of, like, oh my gosh, what could happen? And you get to the other side and you're like, oh, I've had that realization so many times. A couple weeks ago, I went to the Leica thing and I was like, I'm sharing my story and I'm so scared and oh my gosh, what are they gonna think about me? I don't think I should submit it. Don't submit it. Don't submit it. Don't submit it. Girl, I get over there and I'm having a key with the people. I'm living my best life. The people are like, this is great. This is amazing. Let's connect. Hello? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to develop this. I'm going to sit with this. What's on the other side of fear? We're going to talk about this somewhere. I'm on a rush because I got to go to work. But we're going to come back to this. This is like part 1 of Courage Talk. Oh my gosh, I didn't finish. Sorry. Eleanor Roosevelt acknowledged, you gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You gain strength, courage, confidence. Okay? You're able to say to yourself, I lived through this horror. Hello? I lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along. Let me tell you, life has served me a hefty serving of testimony. Life has served me a healthy serving. And I'm at the point where I'm like, I overcame this, I overcame that. Somehow I got through this season. Somehow I got through that. I'm gonna be alright. Like, truly, I'm gonna be alright. But also, because I've had the courage to take so many risks, to constantly look fear in the eye, I'm getting to the point where it's not personal anymore. Rejection is not personal anymore because I'm like, I did the brave thing. Sharing your ideas takes so much bravery. To people who don't know you, people who don't look like you, people who could see your name on a piece of paper and say, I'm good. What, that last name? What, she Haitian? She, especially these forms of to be like, are you black or Hispanic? Okay, no, thank you. We're not interested. Thank you. But also I've experienced instances where they're like, yep, here you go. Do whatever you need to do. I don't understand your idea, but here's the money. Figure it out. Courage. Pushing through the fear. I've seen worse. So I can take this on. Okay? You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Okay, Eleanor Roosevelt, period, girl. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. It's a must. You have to. You have to do the thing you think you cannot do. I'm going to come back to this. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Because I have some more ideas and I want to share some more examples of like when I experienced moments of courage and of bravery. But I hope this invigorated you in some way. I'm going to read the last portion of this quote again. Say to yourself, I lived through some tough stuff. Okay, I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing that you think that you cannot do. All right? Life will come at you fast. There will always be problems. There will always be troubles. There will always be bills. Hello? But how do you face them? How you face them says a lot about your endurance. It says a lot about how courageous you are. Okay? Giving y'all some food for thought. Let's meet again tomorrow and talk about it some more because I have some more thoughts.